Are you still looking at me?
Hello and welcome to the top 10 Warframes, just overall. Normally, back when I did a lot more uploading, because you guys haven't seen me upload in a while, I would do a top 5. But since in Warframe, there's like 56 overall Warframes, not including Excalibur Prime, but is including Umbra Excalibur. That makes up 56 overall Warframes, so 5 is just not enough. So I've upped it to 10 just for this time because that's better. This is solely my opinion. So if your main or your favorite isn't here, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that to me it doesn't make the top 10, but to you it might make number 2, number 1. It doesn't really matter. Just these are my top 10 because I don't have every Warframe. I only have 34 of them, including primes. And yeah, so let's get into it. In the number 10 spot, we have Mirage. Mirage is an illusionist-based Warframe, offensive-based. If you want to know about its abilities, I will just show up what it is, all of its abilities right now. Pause the video if you would like to look more into it. Also, in the background, that is another Mirage Prime. There's 2 Mirage Primes in-game.
It's the first time of today.
In the number 9 spot, we have Volt. Volt is my main and favorite, and it's more of an offensive, electricity-based Warframe. If you want to know more about its abilities, I will put the thing up and pause if you would like to read it. Also, in the background, that is a Nova Prime, wielded by Skeptic, who also helped me out with this video.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one.
In the number 9 spot, we have Ember. Ember is a fire offensive, easy mode based Warframe. And if you get it, you'll understand by what I mean by easy mode. Skeptic in the background is using Ember Prime, and I'm just using normal Ember. Pause the video if you would like to look at its abilities when it flashes up. In the number 7 spot, we have Trinity. Trinity is a supportive-based warframe, and whenever the ability thing shows up, you can pause it and read it. In the background, that is a Frost Prime, wielded by Skeptic.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one.
In the number 6 spot, we have Frost. Frost is a highly defensive-oriented warframe, mostly built defensively. Whenever the ability thing shows up, you can pause it to read the abilities. In the background, that is a Trinity, wielded by Skeptic. Thanks to him for helping me out throughout this video.
Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero?
In the number 5 spot, we have Korra, the newest addition to Warframe. When the ability thing shows up, pause it to read the abilities if you want to look more into it. The Warframe wielded by Skeptic there is Nyx Prime.
It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero.
In the number 4 spot, we have Equinox, one of the most complex warframes in the game. Pretty much can take any role you give it. Whenever the thing shows up, you can pause it and read its abilities, because there are 7 of them in total. The warframe that is wielded by Skeptic in the background is Mirage Prime.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy.
In the number 3 spot, we have Mesa. Mesa is an offensive gun-based warframe who specializes in abilities, putting your guns and your allies' weapons, guns, blah blah blah, being enhanced. When the thing pops up, pause to read. The warframe used by Skeptic is Mirage Prime again. 2 spot, we have Rhino. Rhino is a tank-based Warframe using pretty much anything you'd think a Rhino would have. Pause the video to read the ability list. The Warframe used in the background would be Low-Key Prime.
Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero.
In the number 1 spot is the Undying Warframe, Nidus. Nidus is the infested, offensive, and endurance-based Warframe, which doesn't have a shield, just has insane regeneration of health. And you can have a read right there of the abilities, but there's a lot there that isn't said, because when it hits 15 mutation, if you read that you'll know what mutation is. Mutation, he becomes pretty much undying, because if he dies, he uses it up and comes back again. So if you want an OP Warframe, if you're going to do an endurance run or onslaught or any of that shit, Kuva, whatever, Nidus is the way to go because he is fucking invincible.